Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The Iranians know who the fucking white man is. Right? He's a damn devil. That's that man of sin. Right? And these nations are taking up a taunting proverb against this damn devil, man. They're saying death to America, man. That's a taunting proverb. Let me get that in Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2:5. So 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him? Calling a man a great Satan is a taunting proverb, man. Saying, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Woe to him that hath death to America. That's the same thing. And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, which is all these debts, man. So that's beautiful, man. Check this one out, man. This one says, this is from Evening Standard again. It's from the 5th of the 11th, 2010. It says, factory costs soared to heighten fears over inflation. So the higher food and fuel costs drove a surprise spike in factory gate prices last month, stoking worries of over lingering inflation. So everything's going up, man. Right? This information going into that bed bug situation we was talking about before. This is from the New York Daily News.com. Friday the 5th, 2010, November. It says bed bugs invading classrooms at alarming rate, but education department says there's no epidemic. Right? And you know what scripture I got to bring out, man. Right? Because America ain't nothing but spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land of thereof. Which all the land of Egypt has never been destroyed. Right? That's talking about America, because America is going to get completely destroyed. Right? But it said he was going to smite it with plagues as before. Did not the Lord smite Egypt with all them kind of pests, flies and stuff? And how long after that were the children delivered? 10 years, yeah? People are crazy, man. You better get ready. Right? Yeah, more proof on the white man being the devil. PrisonPlanet.com. Did UN troops cause cholera outbreak in Haiti? And this really goes back to Yahoo News. November the 5th, 2010. An outbreak of cholera has killed at least 442, which has gone up to over 500 now, people in Haiti over the last few weeks. Some public health experts are asking whether UN peacekeepers are responsible. Last week, hundreds of Haitians denounced the peacekeepers at a protest. They suspected that a Nepalese UN peacekeeping base located on a tributary to the infected Albernat River could have been the source of the outbreak. It was. Some preliminary evidence supports that suspicion. The strain matches strains found in Southeast Asia, according to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And Paul Farmer, an expert on poverty and medicine and the UN Deputy Special Envoy to Haiti, told the Associated Press that authorities should investigate further. So, these nations, man, they're fucking trying to kill out Jake. That's why they led us a lamb to the slaughter, man. But the Most High is going to intervene for the elect which are in Haiti, man. And they're going to start putting you crackers over there to death. You UN so-called peacekeepers, you're going to need peace, man, in that day. You're going to keep that peace to yourself, because them Haitians ain't going to show you no peace, man. Like one of the elders said, you're dealing with the cruelest of the cruel over there. You need to go back and read about Simeon and Levi. This is presstv.ir. No, Saturday the 6th of November. French protests continue over pensions. Over 130 rallies were held across the country on Saturday to protest the government decision to raise the retirement age from 60 to 62. 2 Esdras chapter 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. 2 Esdras chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and ending in effects and signs. Right? So the Most High, the Most High is about to make something happen right here, man. Right? Now let me get this I'm gonna try and see if I'm gonna play the whole thing, right? Because this is going into the white man basically vexing the tribes, man. And this video is beautiful because you actually see that it's the all 12 tribes that he's vexing, man, at the same time. That's beautiful, man. Right? See if I can get this video up. Right?
It's a cell phone video that angered people across the world. A police officer sworn to serve and protect, killing a young father.
Oakland PD, Memphis PD, Chicago PD. It's not just happening in one city, one state. It's happening all over America. And it needs to stop.
Bay Area transit officer Johannes Messerly was not convicted of murder.
Yeah.
Instead,
Look at Jake. Look at Jake's body language, man.
away,
Jake is sick of this
was
shit.
given the lesser conviction of involuntary manslaughter. The community was angered by the results and displayed their frustration
Look at that.
on the streets.
Jake going buck wild.
It was just another example of the huge
And you got
injustice
Negroes and
in the
Hispanics out there.
The tragedy of this situation is that this is an expression of long pent-up anger, an unresolved situation between law enforcement and the community.
The police
Yeah, he keeps saying
represent
community.
the wealthy.
They're trying to avoid saying black and Hispanics.
Here, they own the real estate here, the banks, right? And they defend that.
The huge distrust between the black community and the police is
There we
very
go.
evident just by some of the graffiti that we're seeing here in the neighborhood. Let me show you some of this. Here we see something that says LAPD 187 LAPD crossed out. Further down here there's some graffiti that reads F the Popos. Now in this poor black community, people here are just trying to keep their jobs and keep their dignity. But they're finding it a lot more difficult to do that because they have this feeling that the police are constantly attacking them. Now, this is a place where just a couple of weeks ago, the police shot and killed a young man, an 18-year-old, shot him in the back. Now, in that day, it was a very chaotic scene. A nurse who talked to the media said that she tried to help the wounded man, but the police actually kept her from helping out. Now, this is one of the poorer communities, a lot of crime here, but for the people who live here, it's tough for them to call for the police to help them because they just don't trust them.
Don't trust, never trust thine enemy, man.
Same can be said for this immigrant community. It wasn't that long ago
See, so he's come from the black community to the Guatemalan community. So it's all Jake, right? Zebulon, if I'm not mistaken, man.
Was shot in the face by a Los Angeles police officer. There are still some candles here to mark the spot where he ended up dying. Now, the perception in this neighborhood is that the police are threatening their livelihood and they just can't speak up and speak out against what they're seeing. But the community is trying. We'll remember that in the days following the death of Jimenez, there were several demonstrations here. Now the police showed up in riot gear, just furthering the animosity between them and the community.
Most minority communities of any stripe, they feel like they're under siege because of the fact that police tend to step harder, and because they feel like the community does not have the resources to strike back.
The community struck back following the Rodney King case, which highlighted the battle between cops.
And that spirit's gonna come back. Them LA riot spirit's gonna come back, even worse than that.
The white officers in the case were acquitted. We haven't seen that happen again so far, but the simmering anger has set up a potentially explosive situation.
Explosive.
In Los Angeles, Ramon Galindo, RT.
Right, that's beautiful, man. So, race riots. Race riots is on his way. It's a beautiful thing, man. See Jake like that getting riled up in the spirit, man. That's how Jake's supposed to be, you know. 2nd Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, man. Swords, guns, knives, machetes, machete, right? All that, right? You get. Right? Let me get another one, man. For the Lord spoke of setting up this race war for a long time, you know. Right? It's a beautiful thing, man. Zechariah 9:13. When I have bent Judah for me, started off with Judah, right? Filled the bowl with Ephraim, it represents the Latin tribes. The video ended with the Latin tribes. And you notice for these riots, just like in the LA riots, there was the Latinos and the Jakes together, with a few Native Americans too. In these riots here that are going on, it's got both Jake in there. And raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. That's race war. And made thee as the sword of a mighty man. And the Lord shall be seen over them. That's the chariots. And his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And the Lord God shall blow the trumpet, and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. So, that's beautiful. Now let's get into a news that happened today. Let me get it up. Basically, they're saying a missile got launched off this coast of the west coast, right? So let me just get that video up and show you the video, right? See, we're getting close, man. This could be anything, man. Warning shot, whatever.
Well, now back to that mysterious missile launch. The bright light could easily be seen up in LA, but tonight we're still trying to figure out what it was.
Israel's Marcella Lee did some digging and joins us with how tough it was to find an answer. Marcella?
Robert Lee and Carlo, we put in a lot of calls to the Navy and Air Force tonight about this, an incredible missile launch off the coast of LA around 5 p.m. But so far, no one seems to know anything about this launch. So we showed the video to Ambassador Robert Ellsworth, the former Deputy Secretary of Defense,